Honorable Shripad Naik ji, MOS Government of India, Honorable Shri V. Senthil Balaji, Minister of Energy, Tamil Nadu, Shri Somendra Tomar ji, Minister Energy, Uttar Pradesh, my colleague Mrs. Meghna Bodikar, ministers who have joined online, Shri Pradyumna Singh Tomar ji, Shri Hiralal Nagar ji, Shri Gotipati Ravi Kumar ji, all the officers from Government of India, from various state governments, dear friends, at the very outset I would like to welcome you all to this second meeting of group of ministers and would like to thank Government of India for allowing us to host this meeting. I think Honorable Union Minister has set the tone of the meeting, and we are here to contemplate on increasing the efficiency of our state utilities, especially the distribution utilities. In Maharashtra, MSEDCL, which is our state-owned utility, is one of the largest DISCOMs of India. It has around 3 crore consumers, out of which 2.29 crore are domestic consumers. 22 lakh are commercial consumers and around 5 lakh are the industrial consumers. 47 lakh are agriculture consumers, and the annual power consumption of MSEDCL for the year 2023-24 has been around 1,41,771 million units, which is I think one of the highest in the country. Agriculture consumption is around 40,926 million units, which is around 28% of the total consumption, which is again highest in India. Although the industrial consumers account for only 1.5% in numbers, but they consume 41% electricity and they account for 49% of the total revenue of MSEDCL, Maharashtra being an industrial state. And if you look at the vast geography to which MSEDCL supplies its power, it provides power to 457 cities and around 42,000 villages across the length and breadth of the state of Maharashtra. It's catering to a demand to the tune of around 26,000 megawatt, and on the peak days it goes more than 30,000 megawatt. Revenue of MSEDCL is it has crossed 1 lakh crore. Now it is 1.12 lakh crore every year. And as you have pointed out about the AT&C losses, that is also a matter of worry. Although the figures which are being quoted are high due to our settlement with RGPPL. Otherwise, we were good. But last year, central government asked us to settle down RGPPL, and that has actually resulted into a payment of around 10,000 crores, which has increased our. But otherwise, also we are near the national average, but we want to bring our losses less than the national average. And basically, the biggest problem of the utility is, of course, the agriculture pumps, because as I have told, 28% of the supply goes to the agriculture pumps, and all of us know that it is very difficult to have revenue. Please excuse me. revenue realization from the agriculture pumps. However, last year we took one decision, and we decided that we'll provide free power to the farmers, and government of Maharashtra will pay the cost to the state utility. I think that has improved the health of state utility, because for the first time the state utility is getting paid for the power it has supplied to the farmers. I think, having said that, if you look at the state utility, the interest on working capital over and above norms is not allowed to be passed in tariff borne by the MSEDCL. And this is one thing where we want your intervention, because ultimately we have to borrow funds from the banks, and if it is not allowed to pass on, I think that increases the losses, and also the losses in the balance sheet as well. Now the outstanding loan amount is increased to 88,000 crore, which is almost 70% of the revenue. And that is why I think we need to work more on the health of the DISCOM. And as we know that ACS, ARR, gap and AT&C loss are the two financial parameters on which we look at the health of the DISCOM. And I think on both the issues, we need to work more, and we feel that the central government's help would be very critical in this issue. Although I must say that since 2014, time and again, the central government has come up with many schemes like Uday, which was one of the where I think if we look at the reforms which we did to overcome all these issues, the best reform which we did was Mukhyamantri Saur Krishi Vahini Yojana. In this, since we have separated the feeders for agricultural supply, we have adopted two-pronged strategy. On one hand, we decided to solarize the feeders, and we started this scheme, and I'm very happy to share that as of now, works worth 16,000 megawatt are in progress, and this is all distributed. Every feeder is being solarized, and the solar park is being raised in let's say area which is around 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers around that feeder. So there is no transmission loss involved, and it is becoming very successful. In fact, we started this scheme in 2018, and 2018 we could do only 1,000 megawatt, because since 2019 it was abandoned. But again, when we came back, we started this scheme, and it is very successful. We are able to provide power to our farmers at daytime, 365 days. And the biggest benefit of this is, right now the power which we are supplying to farmers, the landing cost of power is around 8 rupees. And we collect around 1 rupee 50 paisa, 1 rupee 25 paisa on paper. Otherwise we don't collect. But with this, the average cost of power has come down from 8 rupees to 3 rupees. And by that, we are able to save around, in next 5 years, 80,000 crores. And this money we are trying to pass on to the consumers. So our multi-year tariff petition, which we have filed with the regulator, for next 5 years, it is bringing down the cost of power for every category. It's not increasing the power. And if you look at the consumers, the way power tariff was increasing, if we see the forecast of 5 years and the actual power tariff which they will be paying, there will be a difference of 8 rupees. So I think this is something which has helped our utility a lot. Along with that, we have also started this Magel Tala Saur Krushi Pump. That is pump on demand. So solar pump on demand. And I must share that the pace at which we are working, since let's say we started this solar pump scheme, until 2022, we had around 1.5 lakh solar pumps in our state. In last 1 year, we have installed 200,000 solar pumps. And I think with this speed, we'll be reaching a new record of installing the pumps. So what we have decided is that no new connection from the grid. All new connections of grid, all new connections solar, and we tell them that on demand, we will provide you pump within 1 month, and at the most within 2 months if the geography is difficult. And we are able to maintain it. And because of that, I think the farmers are also very happy, and they are actually going for solar. Although there are some difficulties in difficult areas for which we are finding some solutions. Again, PM Surya Ghar Yojana, which is one of the flagship scheme of the central government. I think it is one of the best schemes. And right now, Maharashtra is leading in PM Surya Ghar Yojana, and around 1,25,000 households already benefited, and 800 crore subsidies is distributed. And now we have decided that all PMAY houses, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana houses, will be fitted with solar. So it will be around more than 35 lakh houses which we will be actually providing rooftop solar, so that they stay off grid. Smart metering, of course, is very important, and we have already started actually using these smart meters. Although I must share that the pace was little slow because we were facing elections. But now after elections, we have started installing the meters at a great pace. I must also tell you that a huge energy transition plan has been worked out in the state of Maharashtra, and also a resource adequacy plan. So we have planned up to 2035 with regards to the infrastructure and resource adequacy. And I think as we aspire to become a $1 trillion economy, because Maharashtra has already surpassed $500 billion, and next 3-4 years we may inch towards $1 trillion economy. So we have already made a plan, because $1 trillion economy will require a lot of power, and the entire plan is made in a way that by 2030 our entire power mix will have 52% renewable power of our entire basket. So I think we'll also be accomplishing the goal given to us by Honorable Prime Minister, and we'll be able to do that. Now we have also decided that our current capacity of 36,000 megawatt will be increased to 81,000 megawatt by 2030. And I mean, this is not just on paper, but we have already started working. As I tell you, by end of next year, by end of 2026, around 16,000 megawatt will be adding to this capacity, and every year we'll be adding to this capacity, and we'll be taking this capacity to 81,000 megawatt. So around 45 gigawatt of power will be adding to our portfolio. Again, having said that, I think the REUs, as I have told, is around 13% last year, will be increased to 52% by 2030. We are also using latest tools like advanced load forecasting and scheduling. As you have already said, that it is time where we use AI in our actual functioning. We have already started using that, and I think fund management, inventory control, all the aspects by which we can bring down the losses and we can increase the efficiency. We have made a very good plan for that, and the government has planned to avail loan amount of 17,000 crores for capex investment in our Mahavitran company. from Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and Asian Development Bank for next 5 years. That the tie-up has already been done. As I've already told that we have loans from REC, PFC, and I think a lot of changes are coming, so I'll not go into that. But I must say that what we really feel that the central government should do, or central government should help us, it is we actually, just give me 1 minute. So we actually urge that this RDSS scheme, so that this scheme should be expedited, and although in principle we have got all the approvals, but actually we need to get all the approvals and the money as fast as possible, because this is one thing which will change the efficiency. I think it is one of the best schemes of the central government, but if it is not implemented within time frame, then it's of no use. So I think that needs to be expedited. Again, I would urge the central government to bring a scheme like Uday, which you brought in 2015. I think it will actually improve the health of the DISCOMs, and also it will provide them ability to invest more, to invest in the efficiency. So that is one thing which we would like to say. Again, I would like to urge, and this is demand from all the states, that the funding of REC and PFC, the rate of interest is very high. Now is a time where we should, stick to the international practices. At least, the rate of interest is coming down in all the fields in our country, and these companies, REC and PFC, if they lend us at such high rates, I think it is very difficult for us to, manage the thing. So that is one thing which I would like to bring to your notice. And I think the refinance cost, to refinance high cost loans availed from REC, PFC with cheaper rates to reduce cost burden, we are trying. But when we talk to REC, PFC for that, for prepayment, they levy a penalty of 2%. So we are bound from both the ways, that REC, PFC are charging high rate of interest, and if you want to swap the loan with low rate of interest, there is a 2% penalty. So I think this 2% penalty should be waived, and we should be able to swap the loans with the cheaper loans. And I think even I would urge the central government to talk to the banks, because even some of the banks are also levying prepayment charges. So for utilities to bring down their loan cost, to bring down their loan servicing cost, is something which will bring more ability to invest in efficiency, and that is where we require a lot of support from the central government. I think one more thing which we feel, that until the DISCOMs are in losses and they are servicing their debts, 100% of their surplus should be allowed to be retained. Today, 2/3 of the surplus has to be passed to the consumers. If a utility is making profit, and then they are asked to part away with 2/3 of the surplus, I think that is correct. But when we are incurring losses, ultimately we don't have money to fund to our inefficiency, and this we end up into a vicious cycle. So I think the central government will also work around this. Having said that, I must thank you for calling this meeting, and also I think with the best practices of different states, because different state utilities have done very well. They have best practices by which they have brought down AT&C losses. All the participating states will be benefited because of these best practices, and I'm sure that with the intervention of the central government, the state government's problems will be addressed, and together we will bring down the losses in our country. Thank you very much.